it's a clear positive signal towards Osun and towards next year. It shows that our party is still the party of choice in Nigeria.
President Buhari receives Ekiti governor-elect, raises hope for APC ahead of 2023 general elections.
Sexual abuses and violence against women are severe human rights violations.
Women Judges Conference, best ways to prosecute gender-based violence offenders take center stage.
We have already briefed Mr. President Muhammad Buhari, and he has promised to be here in 2 months' time.
Also tonight, as deadline for the continuous voter registration draws near, more eligible Nigerians troop out to get their PVCs. Good evening, this is NTA Network News. I am Kenan Ima Abodike. We are live in Abuja. Michael Olaleye joins us from Lagos studio. Here is a reminder that you can follow this news broadcast live on our website, nta.ng/live, as well as other social media platforms displayed on the screen. President Muhammadu Buhari says things are getting better for the governing APC in the build-up to the 2023 general elections. This was while formally receiving in audience the governor-elect of Ekiti State, Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo has the details.
The governor-elect of Ekiti State, Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, was led to the State House by the APC National Chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu. Also present to bask in the euphoria of the electoral victory were Governors Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State, and Badaru Abubakar of Jigawa State.
Mr. President, your untiring effort to reposition our party is paying up. We faced an election fair and square. We did our best, and the results showed up. This just goes to show how your leadership, your support for our party is endearing the party to Nigerians.
We remain grateful to Almighty Allah for making victory our lot. So it's our pleasure to be here to present the governor-elect so that His Excellency the President will know him firsthand.
The APC National Chairman pledged that what transpired in Ekiti State will be replicated in Osun State next month. And having keenly followed the governorship polls held last Saturday, President Muhammadu Buhari said he was particularly delighted with the orderly conduct as well as the way the electorate and security agencies comported themselves.
And I appreciate the governors, how they mobilized themselves, the APC governors, and supported you. I'm very, very impressed with the people, how they orderly and patiently waited for their turn to vote, and how they voted you, how they voted our party. The party activities of recent have been very encouraging. Congratulations, Chairman. You are a very lucky man. You came on board when things are getting better. And I hope you will sustain it.
The President wishes the governor-elect the very best of luck as he prepares to take over the mantle of leadership in Ekiti, the land of honor and integrity, otherwise referred to as the fountain of knowledge. The governor-elect Abayomi Oyebanji appreciated the president for providing a level playing field for all candidates during the election, which he described as a referendum on the governing APC.
And it's a clear positive signal towards Osun and towards next year. It shows that our party is still the party of choice in Nigeria. I've noted and I've taken to heart your advice that I should be magnanimous in victory, and I will do so.
The governor-elect is expected to assume duty in October this year. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
Still talking politics, the British High Commission has congratulated the people of Ekiti State for their peaceful and democratic participation in the governorship election held on 18th June 2022. In a statement, the Commission noted commendable improvements in the electoral process, especially better functioning of the Biometric Voters Accreditation System (BVAS), and commended the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), security agencies, civil society partners, and all stakeholders for their collective efforts in the successful conduct of the polls under the new Electoral Act of 2022. The Commission also raised concerns on reports of vote buying and encouraged Nigerians to register and collect their PVCs and participate actively in the political process. The statement further assures Nigerians on the UK government's continuous assistance to INEC and partners to deliver peaceful, credible, and inclusive election in Nigeria. Meanwhile, the Federal High Court in Abuja has restrained the Independent National Electoral Commission from ending voter registration on June 30, 2022. Justice Mobalaji Olajuwon gave the order in an interim application following the hearing of an argument on motion expertise instituted by Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project (SERAP). SERAP and 185 concerned Nigerians had early this month filed the lawsuit against INEC, asking the courts to declare unconstitutional, illegal, and incompatible with international standards the failure of the electoral body to extend the deadline for voter registration to allow eligible Nigerians to exercise their rights. The suit is adjourned to 29th June 2022 for the hearing of the motion on notice. The suit followed the decision by INEC to extend the deadline for the conduct of primaries by political parties by 6 days from June 3 to June 9, but the Commission failed to also extend the online pre-registration, which ended May 30, 2022, and the continuous voter registration ending June 30, 2022. SERAP also asked the court for an order of mandamus to direct and compel INEC to extend the voter registration by a minimum of 3 months and take effective measures to ensure that eligible Nigerians are able to register to exercise their rights to vote in the 2023 general election. Now, voter registration continues across the nation, and the eligible voters are trooping to registration centers to get captured in order to exercise their franchise come 2023. Najatu Tijani brings us updates from Jos and Lafia.
Eligible voters in Plateau State are racing to beat the clock in time for the general elections.
I had my card before, but I couldn't, because they didn't give me the permanent one. I had the temporary, so I couldn't use it to vote. But now I'm trying to get the permanent one.
So this is the only day that I am opportune to come and register it.
At some point, I misplaced my voter's card, so that's why I'm here. I want to participate fully this time around.
Farida Nelson in Jos reports that 5 additional bimodal voter accreditation system machines have been approved and deployed to Plateau State to ease the process of the continuous voter registration.
The crowd were doing very fine, and there's no tension. As far once they come, we attend to them, they go. Those for transfer of their vote points, people that have omission of cards, defaced, they have been taken care of.
Similarly, in Lafia, Nasarawa State, Aliu Tijani reports that the data capturing process for the continuous voter registration, which is recording a high turnout so far, is hitch-free.
The turnout is very okay, and people are ever ready to participate in the exercise, and the exercise is going on well. There is no any challenges for now.
I call on the people of Lafia local government to come out en masse to ensure that they registered or transfer their PVC to their nearest residence or where they stay.
I am encouraging those who are yet to be registered to come out in mass to do it.
Meanwhile, despite information by INEC to end the ongoing continuous voter registration CVR exercise by 30th June 2022, a federal high court sitting in Abuja has stopped INEC from ending registration on 30th June 2022.
Despite major political parties not zoning the presidency to the southeast, the Igbo socio-cultural group, the Ohaneze Igbo Elders Council, says it will not boycott the 2023 general elections. At a meeting in Abuja, the group, however, appealed for review of the PDP constitution to reflect a rotational presidency among the 6 geopolitical zones in subsequent elections. Timothy Yusuf reports.
It was a 7-hour meeting held behind closed door. Members felt disappointed by the political class in the build-up to the party's primaries, where major political parties failed to field Igbo candidates in the 2023 presidential election.
What the delegates did was shameful. Whoever commanded them and convinced them to vote against their own people, they will live with that in their conscience.
We are going to participate in political activities, but we are going to watch the situation and probably make comments on that. But let it be known to Nigeria that Igbos are going to participate in the 2023 elections.
On the state of the nation's security, the meeting condemned the recent war church attack, consoling victims, and prayed appropriate agencies to fish out perpetrators. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
And the sequel to a recent call by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo on professionals, particularly professionals in politics, to engage government more on its activities and policies. The Vice President receives one of such professional bodies, the Nigerian Institute of Architects, which is offering to assist government achieve its aims on infrastructure development. State House correspondent Jide Onifade reports.
The belief here is that putting heads together with policymakers like professionals will profit Nigerians in many ways. As Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says, the federal government is committed to providing low-cost housing for the people, which would also mean providing jobs, but regrets that not much support is received from relevant professionals, stressing that he would like to see what sorts of contributions the body would make in developing policies around social housing. Leader of the delegation, Enyi Ben Ebo, says the association is set to take up the challenge.
We are like some sort of a pressure group to focus or to give government a focus on the things that they have said they would do, and also see how, rather than sit back and criticize them, see how we can contribute towards helping them achieve some of these goals and objectives that they've set for themselves in the overall interest of Nigerians. And it's a situation where if the economy is better, it's not just the people in government or the politicians that benefit, it trickles down to every sector of the economy.
In the State House, Jide Onifade, NTA News.
You're watching the network news on NTA. Time to take a break. The news continues shortly. To stay with us.
Hello? Sunday! Yes, my guy. Come. 1,000 naira. Buy me Airtel recharge card. You have what I said. Thank you. Yeah. Sunday don't finish me. I say 1,000 naira recharge card. You carry 8,000 naira of my money, go load them. Because money there your hand, Abi.
Oga, no. As I load the 1,000 naira, I use Airtel Obajara, turn them to 8,000 naira, just like that.
8 times the value of any recharge, plus double data and 1,000 naira activation bonus when you buy a new SIM.
Sunday, go buy us. Okay. And make sure say they put Obajara for you.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
The National Primary Healthcare Development Agency has commenced a nationwide operation to verify COVID-19 vaccination records and validate vaccination cards. This exercise will allow vaccinated individuals correct damaged QR codes and confirm personal information like name and date of birth. It will also enable the federal government to validate COVID-19 vaccination cards to identify those that have been acquired fraudulently. To verify your COVID-19 vaccination records, visit www.vaccination.gov.ng/verification-guide and follow the instructions. If newly vaccinated, wait for 24 hours before verifying your records. For intending international travelers, verify your records at least 1 week before your travel date to avoid delays at departure point. If you cannot access the website, call 0700-220-1122. This message is from NPH-CDA.
Wash your hands, love each other, we go, we know.
The Honorable Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Raji Fashola SAN, and the Honorable Minister of State for Works and Housing, Moazu Jaji Sambo, cordially invites chairmen and members of the National Assembly Committees on Works, Federal Executive Council members, state governors, traditional rulers, and other stakeholders to the commissioning and handing over of Isoko Ring Road, Section 2, Aviara Uzere in Delta State. The commissioning of the highway project will be performed by His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari GCFR, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Host, Governor of Delta State, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. Date, Tuesday, 21st June 2022. Venue, Uzere Town, Isoko South Local Government Area of Delta State. Time, 11 a.m. All invited guests are expected to be seated by 10 a.m. Please note that COVID-19 protocols must be adhered to by all invited guests. Bashir Nura Alkali, Permanent Secretary, Announcer.
The Nigerian Interreligious Council, NIREC, under the co-chairmanship of His Eminence, Reverend Dr. Samson O.A. Ayokunle, President, Christian Association of Nigeria, and His Eminence, Mohammed Saad Abubakar, CFR MNI, the Sultan of Sokoto, and President General, Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, hereby invites the general public to a second quarter 2022 council meeting under the theme, Promoting Mutual Love and Understanding in Nigeria. Date, 23rd June 2022. Time, 10 a.m. Venue, 43A, Le Chateau Awolowo Avenue, Old Bodeja, beside Housing Playground, Ibadan. Father Prof. Colenius Omonokwa, Executive Secretary, Announcer.
Here is a very tough guy who knocks out every opponent, but now he's been knocked down by malaria.
Amatem Soft Gel.
Amatem Soft Gel makes treating malaria easy. Amatem Soft Gel is a game changer.
Amatem Soft Gel are good to combat malaria for body.
Available for adults and children. Say no to malaria. Yes to life.
The Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA, wishes to inform interested bidders and the general public that the bid closing and opening ceremony scheduled for Tuesday, 21st June 2022 has been postponed to a new date. The ceremony, which covers general maintenance, repairs of some federal roads nationwide, Category A, Part 2, Lot 229 to Lot 456 will now take place on Tuesday, 28th June 2022 at the same time and venue. All interested bidders and the general public should take note of this new date for the bid closing and opening ceremony. Please, we regret any inconveniences caused by the postponement. Announcer, Management.
Fighter from Niger, 60 years of comfort. Quality is fighter, is fighter. Quality is fighter, fighter from for sure. Is fighter, is fighter. Thank you for the joy, memories of comfort, liquid.
Fighter is proudly Nigerian and constantly support Nigerians with consistent quality product for comfort and well-being. With Vitafoam, you don't just sleep. We give you comfort that gets you recharged. Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
Welcome back. Investigators, prosecutors, and women judges converged on Abuja to evolve the best ways of prosecuting gender-based violence in the country. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Ibrahim Tanko Muhammad, lamented that sexual offences and violence against persons are severe human rights violations, yet prevalent in the society. Dele Atumbi reports.
It is a consensus of every judicial officer and investigators and prosecutors that gender-based violence is a crime against humanity. It is in the light of this that the National Association of Women Judges brought together judicial officers, prosecutors, and investigators to brainstorm on the proper handling of gender-based violence cases. The conference is taking a critical look at the laws and the prosecution of offenders. Why the association is not happy with the prevalence of gender-based violence, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Ibrahim Kanko Muhammad, is of the view that inclusivity and access to justice, sustaining public confidence in the judiciary as the theme of the workshop is timely.
It's general knowledge that sexual offenses and violence against women are severe human rights violations. Yet, they remain widespread enforcement.
It is also intended to sensitize judges and other justice sector stakeholders as to the crucial roles they play towards the eradication of this menace.
Protecting the interest of the victims and timeous determination of gender-based violence cases were also brought to the front burner.
This slide gives all obligation and fruitful stakeholder in the decision making that can be distracted and included without investigation of this issue.
It is believed that at the end of the two-day conference, investigators and prosecutors will imbibe best practices that will aid the prosecution of gender-based violence cases. In Abuja, Dele Atumbi, NTA News.
In the meantime, the trial of Peter Nwachukwu, husband of late gospel singer Osinachi Nwachukwu at the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory has commenced. The defendant is facing various counts, including being allegedly responsible for the death of his wife on April 8, 2022 in Abuja. Olabode Arewa reports that late Osinachi was renowned for her hit song, Ekweme.
The prosecution counsel, Aderonke Emana, called the first prosecution witness, Osinachi's mother, Caroline Madu, to give evidence. She outlined several cases of alleged maltreatment, including isolation, beatings, and starvation of her daughter at the hands of the defendant, Peter Nwachukwu, resulting in her eventual death. Favor Madu, a sister to late Osinachi, who also spoke in similar vein, said the defendant had once seized a 2 million naira payment belonging to the deceased. At a point during the proceedings, defense counsel objected to the leading questions being asked from the witnesses, an objection sustained by the courts. Upon application by both counsel, the matter was adjourned to tomorrow, Tuesday, for continuation of trial.
Okay, trial has commenced. We were able to brought in the 2 days testify today, and I intend to bring 3 more tomorrow. So wait for them tomorrow and see how it goes.
The defendant is being tried for offences contrary to Section 104 and Section 379 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, the Penal Code, and 1999 Constitution as amended. Olabode Arewa, NTA News.
In security matters, the Nigerian Army is building competency in combat support arms to enhance its contemporary operations in a joint environment. This is the focus of the 2022 Combat Support Arms Training Week holding in Abuja. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports.
Insurgency, banditry and secessionists are some of the major security challenges threatening socio-economic activities in parts of the country.
At no time in history have the resources and capacity of the Nigerian Army been so overtaxed and stretched as is the case at the moment.
In view of the dynamic and complex nature of these setbacks, the Nigerian Army is conducting internal security operations in most states of the Federation to contain the hits. This is necessitating regular review and upscale of its firepower and engineering support to disseminate illegal formations.
The COSAT Week 2022 will further afford the combat support arms the avenue to appraise the various course, operations and procedures with a view to making necessary adjustment in order to better support the Nigerian Army operations in various theaters.
To the Chief of Army Staff, the current threat has provoked paradigm shift in its mode of operation.
Significant progress has been made by the combat support arms, especially in the area of research and development. I'm pleased to state that several of the combat support arms are currently domesticating relevant technologies for the manufacture of cost-effective equipment needed to navigate the challenges posed by the difficult to access international defense markets.
The Nigerian Army says it has adopted an order of battle that will enhance its ongoing operations across the country. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
Total change of attitude, renewed commitment to service, as well as adequate and proper deployment of technology are necessary for optimum productivity. This is the consensus at an interactive session with civil servants drawn from ministries, departments and agencies in Abuja. Haman Jabani reports that the head of Civil Service of the Federation, Folashade Yemiaso, spearheaded the discussion.
Interactive session, which had civil servants from all the ministries, departments and agencies, is aimed at highlighting government policies and programs while getting real-time feedback. Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Folashade Yemi Esson, who spoke extensively on the new civil service, says government is doing everything possible to promote the welfare of civil servants as well as improve their capacity and working condition.
We must be able to demonstrate the capacity to support government's agenda. This is with the understanding that an efficient bureaucracy is cardinal to sustainable national development. We as civil servants should begin to focus on results by ensuring that targets set are met without excuses.
This is yet another opportunity to re-examine and reposition ourselves for greater performance and effective contribution to national growth and development.
Speakers at the occasion expressed concern on some grey areas and practices. Haman Jabani, NTA News.
About 2,000 additional pilgrims from Nigeria have been airlifted to Saudi Arabia for the 2022 Hajj pilgrimage. Officials of the 2022 pilgrimage are already allocating hotel accommodations to pilgrims in the Holy Land. Jume Yusuf reports.
The last 24 hours, the holy city of Medina welcomed more than 2,000 pilgrims from the states of Borno, Kwara, Oshun, Oyo, Zamfara, Adamawa and Sokoto ahead of the 2022 Hajj operations. The latest figure now brought the number of Nigerian pilgrims in Saudi Arabia to 8,058, with male topping the table. The pilgrims are in high spirit for the 2022 Hajj exercise, 2 years after the reopening of Medina Munawwara, compelled by the COVID-19 global lockdown. Officials of hotel accommodations and other pilgrim officials are on top speed with arrangements.
We thank Allah for making it possible for Nigerians to be part of this year's Hajj. Welcome to Medina.
Everybody have been anxious to come for the Hajj, which you all know is a great ibadah.
The accommodation committee here in Medina have very good hotels and are ready for all the pilgrims coming from Nigeria.
Chairman National Hajj Commission Zikrullah Hassan says the commission is working within its time frame to ensure the airlift of all 2022 pilgrims, totaling 43,000, before the shutdown of airspace from Medina, Saudi Arabia. Jummai Yusuf, NTA News.
For more reports, let's join Michael in Lagos. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Kene. The Papa Command of the Nigeria Customs Service has handed over 150 cartons of seized tramadol tablets worth 3.7 billion naira to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency NDLEA in Lagos. The Customs Area Controller Yusuf Malanta, while handing over the drug, warned smugglers that all antiques being applied to evade detection, including disguised labeling, will always be uncovered in the course of examination. The era of physical examination of cargoes is paving way for more robust and systematic approach to detecting questionable consignment. Here at the Apapa Trade Corridor, technology is a vital weapon, and this is, however, frustrating importers with hidden agenda. From the top to the bottom of this container are 4.5 million capsules of tramadol, rated 120 milligrams each, discovered at 2 different terminals in Ikorodu and Apapa.
I handed over.
The worry here to both the customs and the NDLEA is the havoc the drugs will have caused if surveillance has not been heightened here. The customs is, however, making a pledge that the corridor remains a forbidden garden for smugglers.
We are not relenting. We are here, and we keep on apprehending, intercepting this kind of importation, and continue chasing the culprit until we get them to book.
The NDLEA is gauging the success achieved in the fight against drug trafficking to the increase in the price of a carton of tramadol. For instance, an item which used to sell for 8 million naira per carton is now 25 million.
We need to be committed to the stability of this country beyond the financial gain anybody will expect. We are all potential victims if we fail to do the needful.
Another 1.20-foot container laden with tramadol and proteins were intercepted by the Apapa Customs Command while transiting to Kano Inland Terminal. The controller revealed that the contents were falsely declared as static converters and switches, only for examination to show otherwise. The port of origin of the container is Singapore, but in order to escape tracking, visited various destinations including Hong Kong and China. Apart from intensifying the process of arresting the importers of the two consignments, the NDLEA says the process of destruction will be quickened as efforts are on to secure court condemnation. Senior Pastor, Household of God Church, Pastor Chris Okotie, has appealed to the presidential candidates of various political parties to, in the interest of the country, adopt an approach that will assist the country surmount her current challenges to become a progressive nation. This was stated during a special service marking the birthday of the clergy and to commemorate Father's Day. Amaka O has details.
The congregation gave a loud shout of joy as Pastor Chris came on stage. And for the man of God, his new age makes him wiser and better as each day brings man closer to his Maker. The congregation acknowledges the presence of God in praise and worship. The Bible reading was taken from Psalm 119. The senior pastor, Household of God Church, Chris Okotie, prayed for fathers and enjoined them not to be absentees in their homes, but support their wives in ensuring proper upbringing of their children. Speaking on the state of the nation, Pastor Chris Okotie says ethnicity and religious sentiments are problems with Nigeria, assuring citizens of brighter days ahead.
My proposal is to bring the definition of democracy right where it should be. Government from the people, for the people, with the people.
Pastor Chris Okotie remains optimistic that Nigeria will surmount her current challenges.
We must do something. So I'm appealing to all of the presidential flag bearers to temporize and maintain a hiatus peacefully so that we can enter into an interim government that will rectify all of these problems that we have and become the instrumentality for the crystallization of the new Nigeria of our dreams.
Friends from outside the country rejoice with the man of God. As the man of God continues the journey of life, the congregation prays more prosperous years ahead. In Lagos, Amaka O, NTA News.
Do not forget to follow this news broadcast live on our website at nta.ng/live and on our other social media handles displayed on your screen for updates. Time for some messages. The news continues shortly. Please stay.
Time
times 10. Get a Glow SIM today and enjoy 1,000 Naira sign-on bonus for voice and data. All new and existing Glow subscribers also get 10 times the value of their every recharge, plus up to double their data recharge as bonus. All Glow subscribers also get up to free 20,000 Naira bonus for voice and data.
Now, if you are a Nigerian, I'm sure one of these things must have happened to you before, like forgetting your wallet at
or not being able to get your full change when you buy something,
or you are unsure of the account you want to make payment into. Then NQR Payment is for you. NQR Payment Solution is a secure QR code-based payments and collections platform to help individuals and businesses, to help buyers and sellers to receive and also make instant payment for goods and services. Now, if you're a customer, here are 4 easy steps to pay sharp with NQR. 1. Sign into your mobile banking app, click on payment, then select QR payment. 3. Scan the unique QR code presented by the merchant. And 4. Confirm the beneficiary name, amount, then input your PIN and the merchant receives its payment instantly. To use NQR for your business, contact your bank. This message is brought to you by the Bankers Committee.
Ajaye go gym. You want go shake your body. Instead they make it calm down. He the pump say it a bit. You want to grow. Six packs in a day. You know do pass the you want to show yourself.
Whatever your size, find it with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# now to get the plan that suits you. Airtel, the smartphone network.
I have got my car for full body work.
Madam, look, we will shine this car.
Wait. This cup doesn't sound good at all. What are you doing about it?
Oga doesn't want to go to the hospital so that they won't say he has COVID-19.
No, now. Cough is a sign of different infections, including tuberculosis. You would only know which cough it is if you go for testing.
I've been coughing for more than 2 weeks now.
There's no need to fear. I have done this test myself. To know the right treatment for the particular cough you have, you must first get tested.
Oga, check am, make you dey sure, because
who no go, no go no.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. Call the National TB Hotline on 3340 for information on where to get a free test. You can also call the NCDC hotline number on 6232 for information about where to get a free COVID-19 test.
Times 10. Get a Glow SIM today and enjoy 1,000 Naira sign-on bonus for voice and data. All new and existing Glow subscribers also get 10 times the value of their every recharge, plus up to double their data recharge as bonus. All Glow subscribers also get up to free 20,000 Naira bonus for voice and data.
Life is a journey, they say. And the best journeys are never traveled alone. Whether it's starting that financial journey and needing stability, or needing the right direction for sound investment, at ARM, we are there for you through every phase of your life, even making the transfer of your wealth and assets totally seamless. And when you're ready to explore life after work, ARM doesn't just show you the way, we are right there with you.
Come, let's face tomorrow together.
ARM, invested in your tomorrow.
Hello, everyone. Hope you people have linked your NIN. Don't be like my son Oshegu, who had to wait for his land to be disconnected.
Yes, so mommy, but I am now reconnected. Yes. I went to Airtel shop, enrolled for my NIN, and re-registered my line. Simple and short, no stress. It didn't end there. Airtel rewarded me with a no-vex bonus of 20,000 naira free airtime and data to access all my social media accounts. If you already have NIN, all you need to do is dial *121# or visit the Airtel website to get linked up. Get on it.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Thank you for staying with us. The First Lady of Nigeria and President of the Africa First Ladies Peace Mission, Aisha Buhari, has expressed satisfaction with the level of the work done at the Permanent Secretariat of the AFLPM in Abuja, which is currently under construction. This came to light when the First Lady paid an inspection visit to the site to ascertain the level of work done, challenges, and the way forward towards accomplishment. State House correspondent Aliyu Kabir reports.
Barely 6 months after laying the foundation for the construction of the headquarters of the Africa First Ladies Peace Mission in Abuja, the First Lady of Nigeria is here visiting the site to see the progress of the work done. The First Lady has expressed happiness and satisfaction with the level of work and emphasized the need for the contractors to expedite action in order to meet up the January deadline. Chadi Jawish assured the First Lady that the Secretariat will be ready for inauguration by January 2023, explaining that they have been working round the clock towards achieving this.
We are on target, which is to deliver the project by end of January 2023. We are following the program of work designed to reach this date. Now we have around maybe 20% of the progress overall, and we are following the same report to complete by 2023 January.
Africa. And for this particular project belonging to the Africa First Ladies Peace Mission to be sited in Abuja, I'm sure you will agree with me, has given effect to that perception of Nigeria as the capital of corporate Africa. This we are very happy, and hopefully we look forward to making Nigeria a pride nation that will host a secretariat for the African Ladies Peace Mission, and it means that all future activities of peace mission will be held in Nigeria.
Our Federal Ministry of Works and Housing are fully behind this project, and we are checking every step of the way to ensure that the contractor complies with the extant rules of building regulations and everything, and we are monitoring 24/7 to ensure that no rule is flouted when this project is concerned.
The Secretariat for Africa First Ladies Peace Mission, which has 5 floors consisting of 13 meeting rooms, a recreational park and section for Africa Village, when completed, will serve several purposes towards promoting peaceful coexistence within the continent. It will also create employment opportunities as well as generate an income for sustainability. In Abuja, Aliyu Kabir, NTA News.
Next is business news with Musa Abubakar.
Thank you, Kenneth. Now let's begin by telling you speakers at the maiden edition of Nigeria Employers Summit are advocating for the establishment of a national platform for strengthening youth employment through skills development and program and promotion of made in Nigeria goods. To this end, the federal government is of the view that for faster recovery of the Nigerian economy, the business community should reinvest proceeds of their businesses into the economy for more jobs.
As we make profits, let us plow back such profits and create and retain jobs. As the cost of production rises and consequently causing a rise in the cost of goods and services, there is a justifiable consideration that we should equally, as government, try to by tax credit and other forms of support to ensure that companies are alive so that the social protection floor is not compromised.
So we think that the government should provide incentives to promote businesses.
African Export-Import Bank, Afreximbank, is rewarding one of its staff with additional responsibilities for successfully leading the bank's engagements in support of the establishment and implementation of the AFCFTA. This is no other than Nigeria's Kanayo Awani, who is appointed by the bank to the position of Executive Vice President of the Intra-African Trade Bank INET with effect from 1st July 2022. She is to lead INET, the new executive division of Afreximbank, responsible for driving all the bank's intra-African trade activities, including all its African Continental Free Trade Area implementation engagements. Now, a quick look at the stock market. Stocks began the week bleeding as the bearish hold persists to see the all-share index decline by 1.97% to settle at 50,756.74 points. Equity capitalization also declined to 27.36 trillion naira. 345 million equities exchange hands in 5,075 deals valued at 3.073 trillion naira. FCMB, UBA and Access Holdings PLC were the most active stocks during the session. And that's business news. Kenny, it's back to you.
Thank you very much, Musa. A national agriculture census is in the offing with a view to increasing output in the entire agri value chain and achieving food sufficiency. To this end, the National Bureau of Statistics has brought together trainers from across the country who will in turn train others on the requirements to conduct such a census. Moplang Dakok reports.
The federal government has said it is committed to improving the agricultural sector, whose activities account for more than 25% of the economy. However, this cannot be achieved without vital information about the sector.
The success of all our policies, plans, and programs can only be achieved with the right data underpinning them. Hence, the very high premium this government has placed on quality data.
The National Agricultural Sample Census being planned by the National Bureau of Statistics is targeted to fill this weakness in agricultural statistics production in Nigeria.
It is important to know what we produce and how much of it that we produce. It's also important to know what part of the country that produced and the kind of input needed to produce them.
Then came in these trainers from the 36 states of the country and the FCT to Abuja, who will be trained to in turn train other enumerators in their states on the use of digital devices for carrying out a comprehensive agri-census. It is expected that upon completion of the exercise, government and policymakers will have information for planning and policy monitoring within the agricultural sector. In Abuja, Moplang Dakok, NTA News.
The Kano Ultra Modern Cancer Treatment Center is expected to take off by the end of August this year. Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje stated this during an inspection visit to the site of the project. Abdullahi Mustafa has the report.
The multi-billion naira project, started 4 years ago, was intended to commence operation by the middle of 2021. That could, however, not be realized due to unforeseen circumstances. Now, the project is nearing completion with civil works fully executed. In less than 2 months to come, finishings and installation of equipment will be ready.
The sensitive equipment, Your Excellency, are almost completely around the camp.
Processes for the recruitment of personnel would equally commence soon.
I've already briefed Mr. President Muhammad Buhari, and he has promised to be here in 2 months' time in order to commission this all-important project.
The center would, in addition to treatment of cancer, also expected to serve research needs of tertiary health and educational institutions. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
We'll take more messages now. We will be right back.
For your date, get even fresher with Close Up. New Close Up Triple Fresh formula. It cleans deeply, fights 99% of bacteria, and cools intensely, keeping you protected and fresh.
Protected and fresh. Protected and fresh. Take a picture. Protected and fresh.
Still fresh, still protected.
Feeling cool and protected.
All day confidence to get close. New Close Up Triple Fresh formula.
Guys, we can't leave. We've got to finish the client's order tonight.
This time?
How about some top tea to cheer us up?
Only one bag of top tea makes 2 strong cups. So taste to know more flavor, enjoyment, friendship, and upliftment.
Wow, this looks gorgeous. Beautiful.
Taste to know. Top tea.
Our new toothpaste, Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Why are we changing our toothpaste?
Because with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, I can be sure your teeth are cavity free.
When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavity. Colgate is the world's most chosen toothpaste.
Colgate locks calcium in
teeth cavity. Colgate is now available in 300 Naira and 500 Naira packs.
Introducing Global, the app that delivers anything you want. When your bestie is over and you crave party jollof rice or maybe a burger, order Global and get your food delivered yum yum. When you're missing the right ingredients for your wonderful meal, order Global. And while the ones you love, when the game is hot but you have run out of drinks, order Global and beat the best guy and save the day. Download the app, order Global, and we will deliver.
Any short, sharp pain is usually the first sign of sensitivity. The likelihood is the condition is probably going to get worse if you do nothing about it. I recommend Sensodyne. It actually goes inside the tooth and it helps calm down the nerve right where we need it to act. Sensodyne is a brand that I know works.
Helen Paul. Don't be surprised. I'm a new twin. I know you've heard of Apic Toilet Cleaner. Of course. And for the rest of your bathroom, I use detergent and bleach to clean. Madam, detergent and bleach does not give you better cleaning. In the bathroom, you find tough stains like grime, lime scale, and hidden underneath are germs. Introducing new Apic Bathroom Cleaner. Dilute it in water to clean the floor. And for tough stains, use directly on surface to give you 10 times better cleaning versus detergent and kills germs as well. Wow. So blue for my toilet and red for my bathroom to be good as new.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. Its great value, it protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
I don't like to eat better. More nutritious meals, more veggies. But we want it tasty and easy too. No cubes. That's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you. And more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Don't be here on time. Right on time. Your loved ones will rush home for tasty meals prepared with Sonia tomato mix. It's so good eating together with the family. Thanks to Sonia. Sonia tomato mix brings you together.
Not all washing powders are the same. Sunlight adds bursts of freshness to cleaning power to give you Sunlight 2-in-1 for sensational cleaning and freshness that lasts. Sunlight Sunlight 2-in-1. Sensational cleaning with burst after burst of freshness. Introducing Sunlight with luxurious oud fragrance.
Bade Adeleye will now bring us sports update.
With about 3 months to the NFF elective Congress, concerned Congress members of the Federation say they're working to ensure the suit filed by the Nigeria professional footballers against the NFF from holding its annual general meeting is withdrawn. This move aligns with President Muhammadu Buhari's directive to the NFF to ensure compliance with established statutes for the NFF elections to hold in September this year.
The impediments that will stop the election in principle have been, as I will call it, we have agreed to take it off, that the Players Union have decided to discontinue the matter in court.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian under-17 boys, the Golden Eaglets, will be hoping to seal qualification to the 2022 Africa Under-17 Cup of Nations in Nigeria, where they take on Cote d'Ivoire in the semi-finals of the WAFU Under-17 Championship in Ghana on Tuesday. The Eaglets are unbeaten in the competition following victories over host Ghana and Togo in the group stage. And finally, Nigeria Customs reaffirmed their status as one of the best basketball teams in the country after securing a 61-55 points victory over Mohit in the final of the Mark the Ball Elite 8 Men's Championship in Abuja. Customs Malco Daramola turned up on the night for his team to emerge the most valuable player of the tournament, which was a fusion of sports and entertainment.
Work, it never stops here. Yeah, there's still an higher level of basketball, so that's what I look forward to.
16 male and 12 female teams tipped off the championship sports phase in January. With sports update, Bade Adeleye.
President Muhammadu Buhari joins the family of former Secretary General of Arewa Consultative Forum (ACF), Colonel Musa Sheikh Shehu, in mourning the passing of the patriot who served the country in many leadership positions, including military administrator of Rivers and Plateau State. The president commiserates with members and leaders of the ACF, friends and associates of the former military officer, and prays that Allah grants the departed eternal rest. In another development, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, felicitates with Pastor Osagie Izeyamur as he celebrates his 60th birthday on 21st June 2022. The SGF notes the immense contributions of Pastor Izeyamur in the formation of the All Progressives Congress (APC) and the role he played that led to the effective coordination of the just concluded APC presidential primaries. He wishes him good health and success in service to God and humanity. Meanwhile, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, has condoled with media mogul Ndoka Obaiwena over the death of his mother, Princess Margaret Obaiwena, at the age of 80. The SGF urges the chairman of This Day and Arise Media Group and his family to take solace in the fact that their late matriarch left a good name through her various contributions and humanitarian endeavors. That concludes Network News tonight on the NTA. Many thanks to you for watching, but please remember to support the NTA in her fight against rape and rapists in the society. I am Kene Ima Aburike. Good night.